I have no idea what happened there. Everyone was leaving, just telling me I had an error, and the stream finished. So we're back up straight away. Um,
If you're only qualified inside the top 10s, you have to disqualify on the tyres you've qualified on.
yep. Otherwise, you will get a penalty. Well, you have to change your tires at the end of the first lap, and if you fail to do that, you will get disqualified. Let me check if I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming.
What I want to know.
Yeah.
Are you streaming? I'm trying to find it. Hang on,
Yeah.
let's upload it.
Yeah, I think it.
All right, yeah, we got it.
Think.
Yeah, of course. I've rejoined the stream. It's fine.
Isn't my own stream isn't even
That's
appearing for me. That's
okay. So I've just reset YouTube and it did. My question is, I'm currently in the PSGL chat. Obviously, we have a chat for the drivers. What I'm saying is that we're going to have a big question now about what the weather situation is. Now, as far as I'm aware of the rules, and I don't have a copy in front of me before I do unassess this, I thought if we'd qualified and qualified was completed, the new race will start with the old.
Whoever transferred to the new race, the only time
Yes, that is correct. The only problem is now stormy weather isn't an option. So if you just set it to heavy rain, it might just go to heavy rain, and it won't be stormy enough for a safety car, which would be a shame because I would like to see a safety car. We haven't got one this season because Codemasters, you know, they just don't like having the safety car out. Yeah, race will have the same weather. F1 Gamers just said in the chat, we'll just need to wait now for the log. Weather options they are gonna use. Guessing it was quite a tricky one to figure out because yeah, you have in 50% races you only have 3 weather slots, which I don't think weather slots should be a thing. They should just like make it so you literally put down the lap when the rain is coming, when it's going to dry up, etc.
Yeah,
So
Mercedes, you've got.
I personally, I'm going to put my, I mean, I'm going to have an opinion when it comes to stormy conditions.
To be totally honest, right? So if it was going dry, stormy, yeah, or whatever
yeah,
it was going to go, it wouldn't have instantaneously gone from. I reckon. I reckon you should just go straight to heavy rain. There should be no light rain. There is no reason for there to be light rain because the rain would not have fallen like that if we're about to go to storm. So I would have suggested that it's just dry, heavy rain, whatever, and that's it.
I reckon
That's
agree with you.
Yeah, dry, heavy. I agree. It's something
that because you've lost Stormy, so that's kind of I think that's fair. So yeah,
At
the
least we're
on-car performance is
starting.
unrealistic.
I just now received an invite. Okay. Yep. Wait, how do you know the cars are unrealistic then? if you're in the lobby.
I'm in the chat.
Oh.
No.
So if you think that blue screen is blue screens, I'm just trying to get updates on the what weather will be running, etc.
Are we really?
Are we really gonna have really? It's everyone else's decision.
Some kind of 12 car pilot that occurs. How many drivers did we have before anyway?
No. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna look at the chat because I'm gonna say stuff that annoys me. That's gonna annoy people. So that'd be good. I've turned over a new leaf since I've come back to PSGL.
Yeah. Hang on.
I'm not gonna look at the chat.
I think F5 has had this. F5 streams also cut out as well. So I don't know what's going on there.
Is your stream just cut out again?
No. F5 stream cut out as well.
Oh, okay.
Make no sense.
If
That's
it's gonna go to stormy, what they need to do is go to heavy because if it's dry heavy, it isn't gonna be enough time to get to the stormy weather, is it?
It's that's what I said, but I mean, who am I? But
the rules are rules, yeah. Whatever the weather was, yeah, before the restart took place, that's got to be the weather they gotta have, yeah.
yeah.
Well, they should also have
I've
the rules
got-
as well. I don't think they do have it, but is that if the weather can't be like made by like tapping on it when you're like making your own weather settings and stuff, then try and reenact it as best as possible. And I think that's how we could do it by going dry, heavy. Yeah, Leon's just confirmed we're doing dry, heavy.
As I said, I come out the chat not to get into trouble.
Yeah. I don't think everyone's here from the
No, I've just messaged the commentators chat on Twitter, just so they know we had F3 stream issues.
Okay, looks like we're going, but I just need to check.
Here we
if
go.
everyone's here. So I don't think got as many people from before.
No, we don't. Oh, there's 4 watching now. 5. Okay, it's coming back.
Yeah, people have realised.
I think.
I forgot to share the links out as well, but yeah, I can't be asked to do that right now.
Okay, so I hope everyone inside the top 10 remembered to start on the tyres they were at.
Yeah.
And there is a way of obviously.
So let's hope that
Oh, each slot in settings is 2 in the race. So in theory, we've gone we've gone six. We've gone in theory. We've gone. We said dry, dry, heavy. Yeah, is that what we were doing? So in theory, we've gone 4 dry to 2 wet, which wasn't how it was in the race. So
Yeah, so at least we know that it's going to be wet, at least. Hopefully for a bit of
at some
excitement.
point.
Um,
But then that's
can you see the track now? Because I know you couldn't last time.
yeah. I can see a track. I can't see any cars on the grid though.
Yeah, we've got a view of the pit lane at the minute, and we've got continuous spinning circles. Chaos is ready up. We've got a timer now, so this lobby isn't glitched. We're going to get underway.
I'm gonna guess the issues that people are having is they're now stuck between. I feel sorry for people like Tom, who obviously qualified, who didn't qualify because of a planned. His plan was obviously to drive to a certain setup and whatever. The lucky thing is he can change what he's doing, kind of thing.
Right, so here we go then. Formation lap has started here. Some drivers already jumping the formation start.
Formation lap.
Hang on a second. F1 Gamers now put in the chat. Yeah, apparently the lobby is now dry, dry, overcast, 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 light rain. If that is the case, then that is some BS from Codemasters.
Well, if that's the case, it's a restart, isn't it? I know it's a restart of the restart.
Yeah, it should be.
The conditions are not followed. But
The problem is in this situation, though, is that you can't have more than one restart, I don't think, anymore. From what I can see, everyone in the top 10 has started on the right tyre. Yeah, looks like we're just going to get going then, this time.
Yeah, I guess I understand that's the reason you'd want to get going, is because obviously you want as much as possible to get the races started. So we'll try and have a good race, nonetheless. But
Put all this calamitous
yeah.
stuff behind us now. Let's enjoy a good race here around Hockenheim. Hopefully it lives up to the expectations. Hopefully it ends up being like the real life race. And the Mercedes have disappeared. They're back now. So everyone's close to each other. So it's Haas, 2 Mercedes, then the 2 McLarens, then the 2 Renaults, then the 2 Williams. It's like a Noah's Ark formation. Soft start after 4 laps. So stretch them to 6 laps, but yeah, you can definitely feel that they were going off after 4.
Oh, that's great. It just took away all my camera angles.
Yep. So
I'll go to the back of the grid.
4 lights. Yep. 5 lights. Lights out and away we go, and AMS has received a drive-through penalty. He has jumped the start, and we got a Williams wobbling about there in the background. I think he should be okay though. Let's have a look for any incidents here.
Everyone got through the first corner.
Yep, but that isn't just that. It's now for these trickier parts. I think the hairpin is going to be a part where a lot of drivers are going to get it wrong, I think. We're going to go over with Brown here. He's side by side with Forbes. There's a lot of side by side action up ahead. Oh, look at this here. There's nearly 4 wide going into the hairpin. The 2 red. Yep. Fran outdid the braking zone. McLaren off the track. That is Leon. Sambam's at a poor start from P2 on the grid. I do know these F3 guys. They keep it clean there as I say that. There's a Red Bull diving down the inside. He's forced the Renault off. AMS has had a terrible start. Jump start. Fallen now. Nearly outside the points. I think he must have pushed Mercedes off the track there as well. And if he probably is regretting that fact that he said no to a restart here.
Yeah.
Or a second one. It's a bit of a scruffy start, but everyone has survived for now.
Well, yep, Leon is behind one of the Renaults, and the Renault's sideways.
Fran's got to be careful. He hasn't scored a point since his win in Spain, which was round 3. He was leading the championship at that point, but since he's just completely fallen off a cliff. No DRS in effect yet. Leon's going to pull ahead of the Renault even before the corner.
F3 HD with a run on both of them. Thinks
No,
better of it.
Oh, Fran goes down the
inside.
inside. Obviously didn't see Felix there. Felix clipped the back of Fran again. Yeah. That's that for that battle. Lock up. Fran seems to be locking up everywhere. Battle for P12. Tusmus and Mercedes side by side through this corner. To keep it clean. Who's going to back out here? They can't go side by side through here, surely. In fact, they can, but there's a Haas going to the gravel up behind. He's lost some positions. Mercedes ahead through Sachs Curve. And AMS has already served his drive-through penalty. Oh, it's Nibiru! Nibiru!
From a 1.4 second lead.
It's a bottle here in Hockenheim. He's overheated the tyres. He's got wing damage. He's hit the wall. And I believe that is a red wing. Because nearly all that is gone. There's more action at the back. And there's a spinner Mercedes in the Alfa Romeo off of turn
he's
one.
running right out of the road.
There's free wide. Free wide.
Wow. How did they have...
Now, she needs to be careful on the airpin. He needs to be careful on the airpin now. He's backed out of it. That's cool.
I'm almost speechless. How did
Tusmus and Tom AJ? I think there was a bit of contact. There's a wheel spin from Tusmus there. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Sandbaum's picked up a penalty.
Nexus Chaos round the outside.
Oh, is he going to look at it on Tom as well?
Round the outside.
No.
Thought about it.
Oh, it's a car for it's Nibiru again. Cut the corner. It's side by side now into this corner. Bran. Oh, he doesn't force him out of road, but they're very close. Nibiru has not gone off again.
There's action everywhere.
The battle at the front. Jay Fletcher now in within 2/10 of Ugi Azim. The softs have started to go off already, it seems, on Ugi Azim's car, on his Mercedes, and there's DRS down there. I don't even know why there's DRS down there. There's never any overtaking going into that corner, but the DRS is in full swing down the Parabolica straight. The palm tree straight. Around the outside, Jay Fletcher.
Candy from a baby.
Jay Fletcher takes the lead. Who knows, probably possible promotion back up to F2 maybe next season. Mercedes in for a wing change.
Well, something else that I noticed was that Sam picked up a 3-second time penalty in the battle that we were seeing. And he's stuck behind Black Phoenix, one of his championship rivals.
There seems to be a lot of penalties being shared about so far, though. Sandbaum's on the back of Black Phoenix for third, but I do know he has a penalty. I don't know about Black Phoenix. It's been running a pretty quiet, voice crack, pretty quiet, but yet very impressive race so far. He lost it off the line, nearly crashed it off into a wall, but he's regained the positions already here. He's up into P3, and Sandbaum seems to be dropping off a bit.
Now, who is first of the hard runs? Because if we're going dry, wet, you might be sitting in the box seat.
Yeah, Mercedes left the session. I think he's just given up. And the Alfa Romeo, Mercedes, the Valentino Rossi fan, I should imagine he is. He is out of the race already, and we have a freeway battle here for 11th position. Tom AJ, Chaos, and Tusmus. Battle for third is going on side by side.
Wow, this is gonna be tight through this right hander. They don't touch.
Sandbaum's got it done. We got a helicopter shot for the Mercedes grandstand section here, and I do believe this helicopter cam actually follows us down into the Sachs curve, so we're gonna ride along with it because it's an epic camera angle.
It's nice to see that.
Yep. Sachs
but
curve.
I'll go backwards to have a look.
Yeah, I did see.
The Ferrari's running line astern.
Well, this camera angle's taking us down to the straight. This is brilliant.
Nexus Chaos, meanwhile, at the flat out right hander before the stadium section, dipped a wheel onto the grass and nearly had a massive accident, but managed to get it all back together.
Yep,
I'm gonna
Chaos and
jump all the
Tusmus. Chaos and Tusmus. Tusmus does not want to use his DRS. He's saving up for the big long straight where he has a better chance of getting him. But he also needs to be careful that Chaos doesn't make a move on Tom AJ.
looks
We
quite
could be
messy.
seeing 3 wide here.
I think
And
we
oh
will
my
be.
god, there's a massive fly thingy that just landed on my screen. I don't know what that is. It looks like a dragonfly.
Excellent. Meanwhile, as we go
Oh
side
well then,
by
that's
side
quite
into
the
the hairpin.
disturbance. Yeah, 4-way battle for the 10th
Oh,
position. Oh,
there we go,
Tusmus
side by
and
side.
kept it together. Brilliant.
Unbelievable. Meanwhile, in front of them, they go side by side.
Chaos,
Sticks a
you got a
wheel onto
penalty.
the grass. Yeah. Tom leaving
AJ.
just about enough room there.
He left him just that little bit of width though. Shows
Yeah,
us
good.
nothing between them.
I think Tom would like to get past Rob Forbes and get on up the road, but he doesn't seem to have. He doesn't seem to have the grip. Watching on board, it seems. Has he set the car up for rain? I'm not too sure. I don't.
I have a feeling he has, but it doesn't look like it's going to work because he's too far behind.
Well,
The
first,
the race
to finish
leaders.
first you have to finish. And it's no good leading for 30 laps and then putting it into the wall of champions at the end of the lap in the stadium section.
Yeah, but I should imagine that Joe Fletcher's got a really good chance of winning this race. The best chance of anyone on the track. I know he's still got to finish the race, like you just said, but I think he has the best chance of anyone.
Well, he's 2.9 seconds clear after
Oh, he got some
7
moves.
laps.
Got some moves. Chaos must have made a mistake because he's fallen way behind the 2 Ferraris now. The 2 Ferraris actually going side by side in the Mercedes grandstand.
And Sam is lining up Ugazine.
Let's have a look at this. There's actually 3-way battle. Ugazine peels to the pits.
Kind
Those
of
soft tyres have had
compromised,
enough.
kind of compromised Sam a little bit, and Black Phoenix has got a good run down the start-finish straight, and is now within DRS range of Sam Bam, and Leon's starting to make those
Interestingly,
tyres work.
Interestingly, Sambam actually had DRS off his own teammate. He went past a detection point within 1 second. He doesn't get the DRS for this straight. I'm pretty sure that must have helped him there.
Yeah, it will do, but here we go, here comes
Yeah,
Phoenix.
he's too far back. He's too far back. He made the move there. Daniel Maldonado, simple as. Forbes
For me.
and Chaos and Tusmus and Ugazine. 4-way battle for 9th position. Yellow flags. Nibiru is out. The pole sitter.
I wonder where he dropped that. Oh,
He
Chaos
could-
has gone deep.
He
He's
could have
ended
just
up
given
on the
up,
old
but
Hockenheim ring.
yeah. Just look at this. So this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Might not be for the
Four.
win, but it's still brilliant.
Oh,
Ugazine sends it.
That was
I
late.
picked the wrong angle, and
He launched
Ugazine
that.
around the outside. The famous words being said there by yours truly. There's contact, I think, there. Is Chaos trying to separate them both here? Chaos actually got ahead of Tusmus before the corner. Tusmus backed out.
Oh, nice little bit of oversteer there. Wow, that was
Nibiru-
that was tasty.
Nibiru bottled at turn 1, Harry. He just came into the chat and said
Ah, okay.
he's
that-
Kamaya.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Inside turn 1,
that's
no, he
not a
can't do it
move.
there.
Yeah.
Ugazine using his experience, using his smart head there to not go for the move and wait for this corner where he's going to go side by side with the Ferrari, which is
He moved a
Mercedes'
little
biggest
bit.
rival in real life, and he's got the move. Now, what can Chaos
He
do?
moved a
And
little
lend
bit
you
in the
over to Harry.
Hmm?
England.
He moved
Oh,
a little
nobody's
bit
going to
in
go
the
around the
braking
outside.
zone.
And there's also
Wow.
AMS going around the outside of Tusmus.
Oh, is he gonna launch it?
Oh, Ugazine
They've
nearly
all
got
launched it.
separated there. Yep. Forbes. He hasn't got the run.
That
He
was-
ain't, if he makes it here, if he's going to make a run or an attempt there, then yeah, he didn't. But
He's got to stop. He's got to stop doing ruining them hard tyres.
that's wide. Really wide.
That was wide.
Lost time. Ugazine is expected to be quicker though.
Of course. But Chaos has got his run in the back
Oh, I
of
saw
him.
that. Oh, he tried to make him do the Vettel move. I don't know if you noticed as well, but Forbes also has damage from something, and he's just running to the back of Chaos. Forbes into the pits.
Mm.
He tried to make him do the Sebastian Vettel, the infamous crash from last season here in Hockenheim, which made Hamilton and Verstappen fans rejoice. I'm not saying anything about them though.
I am. Ha 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 ha. So Nexus Chaos got out the way
Oh,
of AMS.
Bran and Wesley 7th and 8th. The Red Bull and the Toro Rosso. The Red Bull comes out ahead rather easily. Wesley, I think, just let him have that.
I was going to say, otherwise the Toro Rosso and Red Bull drivers would be swapping seats continuously throughout the season. In real life, clearly.
Albon and Gasly. AMS ahead of Chaos. He did that one off screen, I think. Fran and Felix.
Yeah.
Felix running in a very decent P5 position here at the minute. He is one of the medium runners though.
Yeah, he's got Fran all over the back of him.
I don't know about you though, I think there will be one optimistic medium runner that'll stretch it out to the rain and become vulnerable to be getting puncture at least.
I'll tell you what, Bran is hanging on to the two guys in front of him on his hard tyres, starting to close in, I think, or at least not lose any more time.
I'll keep an eye on the gaps.
Yeah. But meanwhile, Fran's going to have a great move on Felix. And that is done. That's done and dusted. Oh, the switchback.
Cool. Switcheroo at the hairpin, as David Croft says. When Bottas and Hamilton went side by side here for the win in 2018.
No one wants to hear that. No one wants Crofty. Just a shit Murray Walker.
And, yeah, you're not supposed to swear, by the way, as well.
Oh, sorry. I apologise, PG string.
I still have that massive dragonfly thing in my room.
I think it's coming to get you. It's a Sebastian Vettel fan. It's not very happy with you continuously mentioning the bottle. Oh, Felix had a massive step of oversteer midway through turn 1.
DRS.
Fran's
It's too far back, he can't make that, surely.
Yeah, it's too far back. Fran's going to make it work though on Felix. Nexus Chaos out.
Oh, what happened there? He's gone on board with Forbes to see what happened. The Haas double retirement. It's a yellow flag. Yellow flag down the front straight away. I think
it's gone now.
It's at turn
I'm gonna guess.
1. Oh, no, Forbes! Oh! Well done.
He kept it out the wall.
Fair enough. It's a nice little Charles Leclerc type 360 there.
Yeah. Or what I saw Hamilton in the wet race this year.
Yeah, but they hit the wall.
I don't think Hamilton did he? Bottas did.
Hamilton just missed it, but Bottas did, obviously.
Because he didn't have his porridge? I don't know.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have his porridge. If you can't keep up with Lance Stroll, then you haven't had your porridge.
The hatred of Stroll returns.
I'm not really bad of a Stroll hater. It's just yeah, he's just not the quickest driver, is he?
Felix with a move back on Fran. They literally are slipstream battling.
Yeah, like Indy 500 type stuff, really.
Yeah, and Bran's closing in again. The more time they spend battling, they're falling back. They are right in the. Unless this rain starts tight. How long do you think you can take the mediums? 15
laps. Yellow flag. Who's this for?
Sector 1. That's a Ferrari. It's Forbes again. 2 in 2 laps.
Yep. I know a new set of mediums. It's pushing it too hard down there.
Jay Fletcher, 3-second time penalty for
Ooh.
cutting the track.
And we got
Second,
another yellow flag, and Forbes has given up for good. We're going board
I
Jay,
think he's
actually.
stuck.
Oh, no,
Oh,
oh. Yep, drivers need to be careful coming around there.
he's lapped car, or ghost car, left
It's
the
ghosted
session.
now. It's ghosted. It should be
It's
fine.
ghosting now. Fine. And Black Phoenix on Sam for P2.
Into the hairpin. This is good. Will he launch it? Well, he's alongside him. He can't launch it now, but...
No, you have to
Second
launch
place.
it from about 4 cars back.
Switchback, maybe? From Sam. He's got the run. Not good enough. Tuzmus is out. And I should imagine that's at turn 1 because I can't get a good camera angle for another place, second one. So Tuzmus is now out, and we're getting a lot of retirements now all of a sudden. This is a race of attrition. Even before the rain hits.
The rain, yeah. Everyone, just to let you know, everyone apart from AMS at the moment and Mercedes, but I think Mercedes has left the session, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically everyone other than AMS is getting points.
Yeah, technically we're going, we got 5 DNFs here in Hockenheim. The Mercedes will keep on going up because his car is still in the race, but he's not.
So, yeah, this is interesting. Them two in front, Felix and Fran are just literally stuck. They can't escape each other.
Yeah.
But will it bring Bran into play?
Oh, Fran
Sooner or
and
later.
Felix, here we go again. For part bajillion of this battle.
It's going to have
Locked
more
up, he's locked
sequels
up.
in Star Wars.
He's gone wide. You mean Fast and Furious?
Yeah, maybe even that. He's gone defend. Positioned his car well there, Fran, but Bran with a 3-second time penalty. I think penalties are going to come into play here.
Tell you what,
Like Leeds does.
I don't know if you're noticing this, but these two are definitely catching up to Felix and Fran here. We're going to get a 4-way battle for P5, and who knows, maybe this could be a podium if anything happens. And Black Phoenix has decided to pit. He can't stretch his mediums out to the wet period. He must think it's too far off. But what tyres is he going to select? If he selects
it does look
softs,
like it's too far off.
he's gone on to a set of hards.
Did he?
Yeah. Felix onto
So
a
it
set of
must be a
hards.
long way away.
Yep.
I'd have gone to another set of mediums.
AMS has picked up another penalty, but I just noticed this now, yeah? Looking around down the straight, down the parabolic straight, clouds are starting to gather. They don't look dark, but there's definitely some cloud gather here.
They're gathering around the stadium section. I'm riding on board with Leon, and about off his camera angle, they are dark across the stadium section. It's building up, lap by lap.
Yeah.
So
Ugi and Tom
would-
H are close to each other on the track. Ugi hasn't really made much ground up.
No, maybe he was running with a more of a mixed setup.
Ooh, Sandbaum in from second position.
That's a McLaren 1-2.
Oh, it's gone very dark now. It's gone very dark. It's just turned to overcast conditions here.
Oh, but that's what I said. I would have stuck a set of mediums. If you can't make the mediums last, go mediums or softs. Give yourself a little bit of leeway. Give yourself some wiggle room.
Black Phoenix has jumped Sandbam here. Black Phoenix is in net P2.
Yeah. And Oogie Azim to the outside, and Sam's gone on to mediums as well, onto hards as well. Are they not, are they not looking at the weather?
Whoever pits last and not pits at all, or whoever's on the hards really, they're in a good position to get a good result here. As long as those medium runners don't get them.
Bran is running P3 on hards. Westy's behind him, and I think Westy can go quicker.
Yeah.
He's also got a fantastic helmet design, which I've only just noticed.
Who, Brown?
No, Wesley.
Yeah. Kind of matches the German flag, if anything.
Yeah, it does. Maybe Belgian. I'm not too sure. Where's he from?
He's British.
Is he a City supporter? Is he a Kevin De Bruyne fan?
Plastic, as we Liverpool fans like to call City supporters. I think most people
Well,
do, don't they?
AMS and Fran do formation flying, and Ugizi nearly hits Tom up the back.
Yeah, as you're saying,
yes,
there's
I did
Felix down
edit
the
that.
inside of turn 2 on AMS. You'll get DRS here. He's got DRS to make it as well. He's got him before the DRS, never mind.
Bye-bye.
Yep. AMS does not want to put up a challenge, does he? Although he's keeping with him. AMS has actually come back alongside him, I think. Oh, there's side pod contact. AMS has launched it.
Wow,
Fran's gone wide
wow.
to avoid. And Felix is trying to go down the middle of them. He's actually managed to get through there somehow.
Wow, that just... I was waiting for front wings and rear wings and tyres to be scattered all over the circuit there. It's gone so dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'll be watching on the onboard, I think, of some of these drivers just to check. Because knowing me, I'll probably miss when the rain starts to hit. Jay Fletcher's pitting,
So
and he's
what-
gone onto a set of hards. Do you know? Yeah. I
don't
reckon
think
if Bran can stretch this out, he could be on for at least second.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's the right decision at all. You've taken the medium tyres 19 laps. Yeah, you're the leader, you have a big gap. You could stick the mediums on, and worst case scenario, if it doesn't rain enough and it's mixed conditions, you can put a set of super softs on and get the fastest lap as well.
Yeah. Ugizim actually. Tom AJ. Ugizim's ahead before the corner.
Yeah, he's a lot more confident on the brakes with fresher tyres.
Felix and Fran.
Wesley's just been
Gazillion time.
overtaken by Fletcher.
Bran's next. Although Bran is nearly out of DRS range, but I'm pretty sure that's because Westy must have held up J trip at
Because even when the medium runners stop,
Leon Pitts.
they're gonna stop and put the hard runners rather. They're gonna stop and put a medium tyre on if it's not wet. So Leon's gonna Fletcher's still gonna be net leading.
Yeah, Bran leads. Lance Stroll style. I haven't seen him lead a race since his F6 days. But
No, neither have I.
I should imagine he'd be leading for at least half a lap here, like Lance Stroll real life. Who we got overtaken by
Well,
Max Verstappen.
I think Fletcher's gonna make it very easy.
Yeah. So just before the corner.
That was good from Brand there, because Fletcher moved back across in front of him in the braking zone. Totally entitled to do that, but sometimes you see in real life people outbrake themselves and have an accident doing that.
Yeah. Flashback to last season in F6 Takis Cal.
Yeah.
Ephraim Fran went side by side again.
So Leon, interestingly, Leon has stuck a set of medium tyres on.
He seemed to got the memo then. I know he
But
was in the stream
compared to-
earlier.
Yeah. It's the clear hat.
Yep.
Yep, and F1 Gamer has put a very good point on. He said the rain on this game is done because it's only one slot wet. You might not make it to Inters. Yes, you might not make it to Inters, but you're all going to arrive with knackered tyres at the crossover point. That's what I'm saying. So even if you don't have to cross the Inters, you're still all going to be without grip. So you could make 20 seconds back up, depending how heavy it comes. That's why I said it shouldn't have been light rain. That's why I said it should have been heavy rain, straight to heavy rain, because it comes down quicker and it will soak the circuit quicker.
Yeah. A lot of drivers trading fastest laps as well. They went from Jay Fletcher to Fran to AMS. The Renaults are showing pace here in the overcast conditions.
Leon's got to make this work though. He's got to carve through people.
Yeah. He's
Rather
just
quickly.
caught up to the back Tom H. He broke late. It worked out for him.
He's caught him in kind of the worst possible section though. The
Like,
old
he could go
stadium
for it
section.
here, but there was no gap.
Yeah, it's not percentage-wise. It's not the most intelligent thing to do,
Yeah.
especially if you think about it.
Tom AJ trying to break the slipstream.
He had to get out the throttle mid-corner, Leon, because he had so much more grip.
Yeah. And like that, he's through.
Yeah. Let's see how long it takes him to get to the next one. Sam to the outside of Phoenix.
I think he's trying to... Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to try and make that back up the inside again, but nope.
But as you said, the podium for the other two is on.
Yeah. Brown and
Depending
Westy.
how the rain falls. Yeah. If the rain comes in 4 laps, you know, they are struggling, but they're not going to be. They're going to be closer than what their pace would normally suggest.
From what I've seen as well, Sandbam's not really gaining on these two for the second, third sector. Only now he really has started to.
Yeah, it's gone into that flat bit of the middle part of the race. And will it be a won't it kind of rain issue? I feel like if it doesn't rain, I feel like we've been robbed. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we've been robbed of a great race, because it's been a good race. There's been a lot of chaos, but all stemmed around that there'd be a further big slice of chaos at the end.
Yeah.
Leon on the back of Uyezine now as well.
Felix and Fran are the closest to on the track right now. Down your side, Mercedes section doesn't want to make it stick there.
I thought about it though. Fran and Felix again, just all the time. They're gonna go to sleep tonight dreaming of each other.
Running on in
Oh,
heaven.
what a run out the last corner, Leon. He's gonna try and make it work into the first corner.
Oh, he's got it as well.
What a move. That is why he's leading the championship. It's making the right decisions of when to go for a move and when not to. Sam has got DRS. We've got a 4-way DRS train down the back straight. Brand's going to be a sitting duck. Westy, is he going to launch it? He thought better of it.
I think missed that. Sorry, guys.
It's alright. He thought better of it. They're in a big slipstream stream. We're about to go down into the Mercedes section now.
Fran, their free training positions. Well, no positions are being made there. I can just assume they're going to be battling to the end of the race.
Yep. Sam, bam, will he think of a move at Westy? Doesn't. They've got to get it done. Leon's menacing up behind them. He's catching them all the time. The rain, will the rain get in? There's so many questions.
The fact is, will Leon get drawn into this? Will he get caught up in it? And that will probably slow him down if that is the case.
They can't keep going. They can't keep battling like this. Something's going to have to happen. Something's got to give.
What they need to do, if they all want to have a chance of getting a podium, is to work together and try and fend off Leon the best they can. That's what I think.
Yep.
And then go for it in the last few laps. But it looks like here West is trying to break the toe. Sandbaum into third place. Is he?
Was that a flicker of rain?
Oh, yes, it was indeed. We got rain here with 9 laps to go. I think there was actually contact behind. It's starting to develop.
There
got
you go.
rain.
I said. What did I say to you?
Sandbaum, down the inside. in front of the Mercedes fans. There's
Oh,
contact.
he's touched
Leaves
him.
him out of, runs him out of road. Black Phoenix is going around the outside into P3. They are very close
Oh,
to
that
each
was good
other,
driving.
and the podium is gone for Brown, at least for now.
They've got. They're in a good position. They're in a good position. But the
Oh,
best
Fran
position.
and Felix. Fran and Felix. Their battle's getting more intense now.
Or Leon just had a snap of oversteer off the curb through the middle of the the stadium section rather. The curbs are going to be treacherous. The rain, we've still got, what, 9 laps, 8 laps to go. Surely it's going to be wet enough.
The drag strip is going to form as well. The icing rink is going to form on the drag strip. Will that catch some people out if they go wide when they're on the wrong tire at the wrong time, maybe? Like it was in real life. Four temps, 3 temps, 2 temps too far behind Black Phoenix.
Leon
They get
is
the traction now though.
Yeah. Leon is here.
He has entered the chat. He has arrived at this battle. Let's have a look what's going on here. That battle.
How many laps do you reckon till it's... There's spray. There is spray off the back of the cars through certain corners.
It's definitely coming down quickly, isn't it? It's not like what it was in F6 last night where it just came down slow. This is coming down quick now. Leon passed Westy into 5th. Oh, Westy's gone off! He's done a Sebastian Vettel! He's done a... Oh, gutting for the Toro Rosso driver. He's ahead of Oogie though, at least for now. Those tyres are going to be overheated.
Go for the pits. Go for the pits.
That's exactly what he's done. But will he slot on the Inters though? It wouldn't be out of the question,
No,
but it will lose him a lot of time.
Super soft, surely.
But I think it's coming down too quick, you know. I do believe it's coming down too quick.
He's not
He's
Inters
gonna
yet though.
stick on a set of Inters.
Bran had a massive snap of oversteer in the middle of the corner, so Leon had to check up, but he has got it done. DRS hasn't been disabled yet, but I wouldn't class that as the time to move necessarily. Because their tyres...
I'll check Westy, see if he's got any grip. He hasn't really. He's keeping on the track. He hasn't got twitches of oversteer or anything, but it does not look quick. It does not look...
I think...
But to be honest, this is definitely in the middle of the crossover point where none of the tyres are really the right tyre to be on.
The only person that looks like he's got any grip, and I am saying this, is Leon.
He's on the freshest tyres of anyone in the field.
He's on the best tyre, he's on the freshest tyre, and he's on the best... The only way it could be better is if he was on a set of super softs.
Oh, Jay Fletcher's pitted. He's pitted. DRS has not been disabled just yet. Well, Wesley has. Yes, he's going to stick him on. I can see it.
Pitted as well.
Oh, they're going to double stack. They're going to try and do the Mercedes double stack. Will it work? Jay Fletcher's not going. Oh, never mind. That's just a glitch. But will they get the tyres ready in time for Leon? They are. They are.
They're going to.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What?
But is this too early?
If they get this. Yeah, he started the domino effect. Now everyone is pitting.
Black Phoenix and Sam for the lead.
Oh, there's some unsafe releasing going on down there, Fredo. Fran came out on the path of Felix, but Felix got ahead. Now the battle for the lead. The only two
Fran's
drivers.
Lost it into the hairpin.
Oh yeah. It's definitely. Yeah, it's definitely time for Inters now.
No, but is it worth? Will it be
DRS has just been disabled. DRS has just been disabled. It is time. Fletcher down the inside. He needs to be careful of Bran.
He was careful. Bran needed to be careful himself. Now, how quickly this is getting wet, yeah? If you're one of the guys, I mean, they've all stopped now. I was just about to say, if you're someone like Bran, who's
Sarbo's on a Sebastian Vettel! He's gone off at the Sachs curve in the exact same way that he did! And he's lost second place!
He's got to come in and make the stop. That's going to be terrible. So, what will Black Phoenix put on? Put on a set of wets. Make yourself a hero. It's getting wetter by the second. You've still got 6 laps to go. Look how quickly it got wet. It took 3 laps. It's heavy rain.
Is he going to do it? He's going to do it.
Are you going to gamble?
Stuck on a set of Inters. He's put on Inters.
They've all done the same.
Oh, Brown's going to puncture. Brown's going to puncture.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter, but he's got Inters. Yeah. It might have
So
cost him a little
Leon-
bit of time though.
Leon is going to recover. Phoenix got out in front of him. Leon doesn't, with his stop, even though he lost a couple of seconds, so that 2 seconds or so that he lost in the pit lane would have seen him get back past.
Yeah, Bran has just come out right in front of his Westy, his sparring partner for most of this race. But he hasn't got DRS to aid him this time, and breaking at the hairpin is going to be much more trickier.
Westy's gone to the outside.
Can he get the brakes done in time? He can, but he's put him on too early.
Tried the switch back.
Bran's ahead.
Yeah.
Tom Major and Ugizim are catching. I can see that.
Black Phoenix.
But like you said, it's coming down hard. It's coming down hard.
It is coming down hard, and Black
Yellow
Phoenix
flag!
has no grip.
Oh, there's contact! Mercedes section! Westy and Bran have come together. Westy's got damage on the right hand side. And Westy's going to let Bran back through here, is he? He's weaving. Oh, I hope he's not doing what I think he's doing here. Oh, careful, careful. Yeah. Good idea.
That was fine.
Oh, more yellows, more yellows, more yellows. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
That's
no one.
Free.
Okay, I think that might have been Westy. That might have been Westy. Oh, Felix, the last corner. He saved it, and he's still out of France. So fair enough.
They're all F3. Felix just about kept it. They are all gaining on each other.
Oh, Westy's out. Westy is out, and AMS is up into the points.
A man who got a drive-through penalty for jumping the start will get points. There is hope for everyone in PSGL.
Who knows? Well, we saw last night in F6 as well, a lot of people were bottling it when they were in the lead battle. If Jay Fletcher bottles this, then...
Sector 1.
That's Westy, I think. Virtual safety car is out. Is this a sign that... it's too late for safety car, I think, now. But virtual safety car, will this bunch a few drivers up to maybe start a battle and see if who can gain some time under it?
Is it worth throwing a set, if you're AMS, is it worth setting a set of wets on under VSC, depending where you are?
He's a long way from the pits. The VSC probably would have ended by the time he gets around to where the pit entry is. Yeah, Ugizim is definitely making some inroads under the VSC here.
So they go round again. VSC seemingly out for debris?
I think it might have been Westy's car. I think his car did come back out on the track from the pits.
Here we go.
And we're away, and Felix has bottled it right away. On cold tyres, he spun it, and he needs to be careful of his teammate who's coming round the last corner. He's fine. He's down into 9th position now, though. AMS just around the corner. He's got the other Renault to deal with, I think.
Fletcher. Ooh. I tell you what, Fletcher is struggling. I just saw him come out the hairpin, and he was so tentative on the throttle. He kept it on the road and everything, and that's the main thing. But they are all right on the limit of grip. He's got a 12-second lead. He doesn't need to go that fast.
To be honest, he's not really pulling away. That's probably because Black Phoenix is kind of conserving a bit, maybe. Who knows? Leon, I think he ran wide there.
He did, very wide. Thing is, this circuit in the wet, it completely changes because of the way the curbs are used. You can't use them in the wet.
Yeah.
See, this is what I was saying to you.
That's why whenever Hockenheim is wet, it's a good race.
Yeah. And this is why I was saying to you that I was disappointed in the way that the restart was structured in terms of the weather. We should have had 6 more laps now. Yeah, we should have had 6 more laps of it getting to a point where you can't use inters. And it's unfortunately we had stormy conditions coming. This would have been a great. I mean, it's been a good race. Don't get me wrong. It's been a great race. We've had battling all the way down the field, but we would have really seen chaos basically. Aaron
Collingwood is into the chat saying hello. Yeah,
No,
you've
Aaron.
just missed a lot of action, a lot of Sebastian Vettel type moments, and yeah, overall
And
brilliant stuff.
Fletcher's going to close.
Basically a
Fletcher's going to
reenactment of
close
what
the
in real life.
championship.
This race pretty much sums up both Hockenheim races I've had in the past 2 years in a nutshell.
Yeah. What I want to know is where, on my screen, Boogie Azim is driving around on a set of hards.
It's driving around a set of mediums for me. Cheers, Cody's.
That seems to be
Fran
struggling
is...
a lot, though.
Yeah. Maybe the wet weather's not his type. He did get a wet set from time trial, I believe, just before the race started.
Ah, okay.
He said
So
probably
I
never
think
tested it before.
I think this is it. I don't think there's Fran and Boogie Azim and Fran, and then that's it.
Yeah. Unless something extraordinary happens in the last lap, then this race is finished. And I think Jay Fletcher is the winner.
Barring penalties, of course. Someone who's flown under the radar, and I'm just going to go on board with him now.
Tom AJ.
Tom, yeah. Kept his head.
In the dries, he was down in that 10th position place, really, wasn't he? But now he's in the wet with all the action happening. He's worked his way up. He's up into P5 and looking on for a very good result here.
Well, as we said, he in the original aborted lobby decided not to take any part in qualifying, as if he was quite confident that if it was going to be a wet race, he could start at the back, free strategy, plan his race around. And I can't help but think the way Harry has been, that car looks bolted to the road. I'm comparing it to other people. I'm not saying it looks remarkably quick, it just looks very drivable. And in the rain, that's all you really want. You've got to finish. So, yeah, I'm interested in that. Somebody else who's gaining, it's the last lap as well. 1.6 seconds, Sam Bam to Leon. Couple more laps and he would have been off the podium.
Yeah. But Jay Fletcher is
3 second time again.
Ooh.
That's 6 seconds that I've seen.
But yeah, it should be wrapped up from now. Coming through Sachs curve, he takes it nice, but turn 16 is next, and of course that is where the ice rink is in these conditions at least. He's navigated it well. He's coming around the last corner. He's done everything right today. He has dominated. It's Jay Fletcher who wins the German Grand Prix here. But what will penalty say? Black Phoenix comes around the last corner now in second position. I should imagine Jay Fletcher will get this one. Will he? Black Phoenix? Yeah.
Yep, 6 seconds. Leon.
Yeah, it's done. Jay Fletcher wins.
It's up
Phoenix
for...
second. Leon third. And McLaren all of a sudden now are running away with this championship. And
wow,
Tom AJ.
Look how close.
Yeah. Tom AJ nearly got fourth there in the end. Oh, he's had a brilliant drive. Won the contenders for the driver of the day for sure.
F3. Will F3 lose out to AMS? I think he will.
Oh, he crashed across the line, did he? We'll check.
Well,
yes, he did.
In what can be described as atrocious conditions at the end of that Grand Prix. Because I think 2 more laps and we would have been on wets.
But it certainly made the race in the end.
Yeah, it gave us some entertainment, but I think, what's that? Does that make him level in the championship? Not quite level? Who got fastest lap in the end? Do you remember?
I have a feeling it might have been AMS. I will check as it goes back to dry. Congratulations on that, Cody's. Just check by you, can I? 47.
I blame Bernie.
Yeah, it was AMS that got fast lap. Jay Fletcher wins the race, Black Phoenix second, Leon third, Sam Van fourth, Tom AJ fifth for a brilliant result from 16th on the grid. Oogie Zine 6th, Bran 7th, Fran 8th, AMS 9th, Felix 10th. And the DNFers were Mercedes, who left the session pretty early on, Westy, Tasmas, Forbes, Chaos, and Nibiru.
Yep, the quali merchant again. Was he the first to DNF this week as well? Yeah.
Yeah, he was first DNFer, Nibiru.
First on the grid, first out of the race.
Yeah. You know, if Bran wasn't spun at the Mercedes grandstand, who knows where he could have finished? He maybe could have snatched that 4th position off Sam.
He could have done. He was right on him, weren't he? The other one as well was, I can't believe Tom AJ, what was that, 0.026 seconds? It's quicker than the time it takes you to click your fingers away from getting 4th. So...
yeah, I am going to invite the podium people. You know the drill with me, don't you? You know to do the questions. Because I'm useless. I'm professional, I know. So, Fletcher, Phoenix. He is not appearing online, that is brilliant. Search name. And Leon. I'll ask that one question at the end as well. Saying it's Singapore next week. Actually, I think I just invited the wrong Leon. Whoops. Yeah, I know it's the Leon, but different account. Yeah, there we go. Everyone's been invited now. Let's wait for them to join. And Harry will ask the important questions, and then I'll ask the question about Singapore at the end. That's one person in. Let's wait on the two McLaren boys. I should imagine they'll join here, probably in the party together.
They probably are. When they're
Amazing double stack.
Enjoy F1 2019. He probably is the best F1 game to date. I know he has his flaws, but here we go. Here's Jay Fletcher, just waiting on Leon.
He should be here any second now. I was just in a party with him. He's just gone somewhere.
Yeah, I thought he was. Some interesting strategies, but, you know, good strategies in the end as well.
Well, yeah, I always knew my strategy throughout, so I always knew what I was going to do, which sort of helped a lot.
Yeah. He is coming, isn't he?
Probably. I don't know where he's from though.
oh,
Check chat. Start. Leon can join during the interviews if he wants. Yeah, so Harry, you can ask the questions.
okay. We'll start with the main man himself, Mr. Jay Fletcher. Obviously, another win for you tonight. That's 3 out of 4. Do you think the domination will continue?
It's not domination, it's just being consistent, and obviously probably it won't continue because nothing ever lasts forever, but obviously I can only turn up to every race and do my best, and today my best was better than everyone else's, just like it was the last 3 races I've done. So that's all.
That's fair enough. Obviously, you kept the lead constant during the rain. Obviously, near the end, was that a concern, or were you just keeping everything on track and making sure you didn't bottle it Sebastian Vettel style at the end?
Well, I felt really comfortable throughout the whole race, especially on the mediums at the start, where I was just able to push and push and push and keep having the grip to be able to do so. But no, I wasn't worried at all. I'm never am worried. I'm just ahead of it, really. I understood what was going to happen, and I did my best to prepare myself what was going to happen.
Fair enough. Obviously, I would be asking Leon about your double stack. You were in the same part.
So did you both know? Did you plan to have them in the same lap?
You just about work out that you had enough gap to do it, or was it a spur of the moment?
Yeah, we just about figured out that we're both going to come in on the same lap because we both determined that that lap was perfect to come in. So yeah, that's that. When we were going for it.
Yeah, it got wet really quickly, didn't it? As soon as it was it went from dark to pure rain in about 2 laps. So it was I think if we had had the original planned weather from the original grid, we'd have seen a bit more racing like that. Would you have been more comfortable with that? It's a bit of a shame, isn't it, that we didn't have a stormy race.
Well, that would have been very, very interesting because I even known the stormy conditions at the wets, like they're a bit dodgy. But the difference was that in the first, the rain was coming a lot earlier, so we're on wet weather setups, but compared to the second one where we went on dry weather setups at the start.
Yeah, I thought that'd be the case. I mean, there's a couple of guys behind that I assumed would do that, like people like Tom AJ didn't even set a qualifying lap, and then obviously you get a bit screwed over by the restart in that sense. So he still managed to get 5th, but I'm just interested to hear the drivers' opinions on that. So I'll end that for now, and we'll go to Black Phoenix, who got 3rd position in the end, 2nd position rather in the end. So not quite as quick as Fletcher, but more points for the championship. Were you happy with your race in the end?
Yeah, Fletcher had like some rocket boost on his car. He was really quick, but yeah, I'm happy to bounce back from Britain because that wasn't a good race for me. So I mean, I think the dry helped me out a bit, but I'm not sure. It could have been interesting, stormy conditions, but it was. I actually was surprised that I was able to get 2nd today.
Yeah, it was quite. Yeah, it was a good race between you and Sam. It was very respectful. There was no outrageous manoeuvres. It was nice to see 2 people battle and give it respect. You feel like that as well?
Yeah, I was just trying to stay with it to just conserve my tyres and DRS and fuel, because on that main straight you can just gain about nearly half a second. I was able to stay with him, and then I think he made a mistake just before we came into the pit for the wet tyres. So yeah, I knew he had a penalty as well, so I didn't go flat out to like overtake him. So it was good racing from him as well.
Yeah, it was good race. Them were sort of what I'd class as they weren't by moves gone wrong or anything or contact. They were all, people trying to get on with their cars and running out of grip and having sort of accidents on their own. So yeah, it was nice. It was good racing throughout the field. Quick question. Obviously, Leon doesn't seem to be joining us. So, what are you like around Singapore, Black Phoenix?
I don't think I'm great, honestly. I mean, it depends if I change my setup a bit and all that, but it's just my tyres overheat a bit at Singapore, so I'm going to have to work on that in practice.
Yep. I think everyone's going to have to work on in Joe Fletch. Obviously, the championship battle's getting interesting. Is it making it more complex because it's your teammate? And how are you around Singapore?
Singapore, probably one of my strongest tracks. Absolutely love the place, brilliant track. But with the championship, I'm really in two minds about it at the moment. I really don't know what to do, and I don't think I'm going to reveal what I'm going to do. I'll just see how it goes.
Okay, that's interesting. Level of intrigue there to keep the viewers coming back next week, and I'll hand it over to Jamie.
Yeah, I was going to ask the question about Singapore there, that's it for PSGL Formula 3 here at Germany, Hockenheim. Next weekend, don't know if you know already now, but we're at Singapore. I, of course, won't be here because I'm off to Florida for good. Well, I say for good, I ain't going there forever, but for sure this time. So Harry will probably be left with F1 Gamer since he has been wanting to commentate over F3 for a couple of weeks now. So yeah, that's it from me and Harry. And well, he'll see you next week. I will probably see the rest of you around Japan, maybe. I think. Yeah. See you later.